Hello students, welcome to Sri Guru Bio classes. In this class we are going to discuss about cell envelope and its modification in prokaryotic cells. Now let us come to the topic cell envelope and its modification. Cell envelope and its modifications. Majority of prokaryotic cells, especially the bacteria having chemically complex envelope. So the envelope which is covered in the bacteria, this is chemically complex in nature. Chemically complex in nature means they are made up of different types of chemicals. That means complex chemical structure. When we are observing this chemically complex envelope, it having three membranes. One is outer membrane. This outer membrane is present in that envelope. This is known as glycocalyx, and the middle layer, this is commonly called as cell wall, and the third layer is present on the envelope, that is known as plasma membrane. So these three layers are present in the envelope of this bacteria. Even though they are chemically different in nature and they are involved in different functions, all these three layers formed a single protective unit. These three layers are formed into a single protective unit. So which means protective unit means they protect the bacteria. These three layers formed into a single envelope and protect the bacteria. Next, based on that chemical nature of that cell wall, the bacteria are classified into two categories. Generally, one of the scientists, Christian Gram, he developed the staining procedure. Based on this staining procedure, bacteria are classified into two categories. One is gram positive and another one is gram negative bacteria. Based on that cell wall chemical composition, Gram developed the staining procedure. Based on the staining procedure, bacteria are classified into gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. When we are observing that gram positive bacteria, generally which absorbs the gram stain, that bacteria is known as gram positive bacteria. Those bacteria does not absorb the gram stain, that is known as gram negative bacteria. Okay, gram positive means it absorbs gram staining, gram negative means it does not absorb the gram staining. Next, glycocalyx is a outer layer which is observed on the bacteria, which is a part of cell envelope. The nature of glycocalyx are also different from bacteria to bacteria. Some bacteria, the glycocalyx the layer of this glycocalyx is not covered in completely. They are formed into a thin layer. They are formed into a thin layer like structure that is commonly called as slim layer. Slim layer. So slim means it is very thin layer. Next, some bacteria, these glycocalyx having hard and thick in nature. These glycocalyx are formed into a thick in nature and they are hard. So this type of glycocalyx is known as capsule. This is known as capsule. So capsule means the glycocalyx formed into a hard layer, and slim layer means the glycocalyx layer not formed into a complete layer. They are very thin layer is observed in the outside of the cell wall. Next, these cell wall are mainly protect the bacteria from bursting and collapsing. So bursting and collapsing, the bacteria is protected by this cell wall. Next, another layer which is present in that bacteria, that is plasma membrane. Generally, which is observed in that plasma membrane, in that bacteria, it is a semi-permeable membrane. Plasma membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. What is the meaning of this semi-permeable? Semi-permeable means it allows certain substances only. That means semi-permeable membrane. Next, another important function in this cell membrane, it acts as a, it is connection between the internal content and external environment. They show the response on the external environment of that body. They receive the external signals and respond according to this internal content. So semi-permeable membrane, plasma membrane, it is connected with the external world and respond to according to that. Next, it is a similar in nature. Generally, the plasma membrane which is observed in the eukaryotic are similar in these prokaryotic cells also. The plasma membrane, the structure is similar to eukaryotic cells. Next, sometimes the plasma membrane which is observed in this bacteria are sometimes fold into a different structures like vesicles and lamellars or tube-like structures are observed in this plasma membrane. This is entering into that cytoplasm. These foldings of plasma membrane, that is known as mesosomes. Mesosomes. These mesosomes are the characteristic feature of this prokaryotic cells, especially the bacteria. In this, mesosomes are involved in several functions in this bacteria. Generally, the mesosomes are involved in the cell wall formation. Mesosomes are involved in cell wall formation, and they are involved in DNA replication and separation of daughter DNA molecules, and they are involved in respiration, and they secrete some of the secretory substances. So they are involved in secretion process. So secretion means it secretes some of the substances. So that is also responsible for this mesosomes. In addition to this, cell wall formation, DNA replication, separate the daughter DNAs and respiration and secretion process, it increases the surface area. It increases the surface area. It increase the surface area. So what is the function of this? When we are increasing the surface area, it is suitable for absorption of that food material. More absorption of food material. More absorption of food materials are also takes place through this plasma membrane. Generally, this is mesosomes. In addition to this, the mesosomes are also having some enzymes. Mesosomes are also having some enzymes. These enzymes play a major role in that metabolic activities of this bacteria. Why? Because the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus and some other membrane bound organelles are not present, so it is substitute the membrane bound organelles in this bacteria. Mesosomes are the substitution for these membrane bound organelles present in that eukaryotic cells. Okay, so mesosomes play a major role in that bacteria. Next, some bacteria, that is cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, it is a one type of bacteria which is present in that our nature. These cyanobacteria having chromatophores. Chromatophores. These chromatophores having some of the plastids, or that is pigments. Pigments are present. It involved in the several metabolic reactions. So these pigments are also present in the mesosomes of this cyanobacteria. So mesosomes play a major role in that bacteria. Next, bacteria, generally some bacteria are motile and some bacteria are non-motile. The bacteria are motile. When the bacteria are motile, these motile bacteria having some long tubules like structure that is known as flagella. These flagellas are long structures which is protruded from the cell wall. In these flagellas, the number of flagella and the arrangement of flagella are also different from bacteria to bacteria. Some bacteria having single flagella and they are arranged in this corner. Some bacteria having more flagellas and they are arranged in the entire body of this bacteria. Sometimes they are two are arranged this side and this side like that. So the arrangement of that flagellas and the number of flagellas are also varies from bacteria to bacteria. So generally the flagella are also having three regions. These bacteria having three regions. So where the long tube-like structure is present in that flagella, that is known as this flagella having three regions. The long tube-like structure that is known as filament. Filament, and it is where the flagella are protruded from that is hook, and where the flagella is started from this, that area is known as basal body. Basal body. So this basal body, filament and hook, these are the major parts which is observed in that flagella. Generally the bacteria does not have motility, so the flagellas are not present. So flagellas are present only in motile bacteria. In addition to this flagella, some other structures are also observed in that bacteria. Some are long and hard structures are coming out from that bacteria. This is known as pili. This is known as pili. Generally, this pili is not involved in the process of motility. They are mainly involved in this reproduction process. So they are involved in the process of reproduction only. In addition to this pili, some other hard structures are coming from this cell wall. This is bristle-like structures are present. This is known as fimbrio. Fimbrio or fimbriae. In this, fimbrios are, diseases are also not involved in the process of movement. They are not involved in the motility. Suppose the bacteria is living in that water. These fimbrios are attached to the rocks of that water, or any support material is present in that where the bacteria is present. At that area, they are attached to that substratum or the support. Sometimes in that the bacteria, generally the parasitic bacteria present inside the organisms. At the time also, these fimbrios are attached to that host tissues. So these fimbrios are attachment of this host tissue cells. So fili and fimbrios, they are not involved in that motility process. Only flagellus are involved in this process of mobility or motility. So these are the some of the important cell envelope and its modifications observed in that prokaryotic organisms, generally, especially in bacterial cells. Okay, is there any doubts? Please comment on this topic in a comment box. If you want more videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell symbol. Thank you. Thank you for watching.